What's happening, people? Welcome to another KMTV video. Today is gonna be very interesting. We haven't done a video like this. Some of you might be like, oh, who the hell are you? What makes you think you know? You know what I'm saying?
What you doing, Mom?
Before we start, just take it easy, alright? We don't know everything. We young, but we've been in a relationship together going on year 8.
Wow.
We've learned a good amount of things about one another, and we also have seen things through the relationships of our lives, of our family,
surroundings,
friends,
yeah.
Exactly.
And then also, you know, our relationship. We've been through things together, and we wrote some things down, and this video is basically advice that people don't want to hear about relationships.
They don't even want to approach them sometimes.
Yeah, because, you know, we see a lot of what goes on social media and what people, you know, engage in, and we see that it's not really the best way of looking at things, and I feel like there's a lot of young people looking at it too, and we just felt like we had to put our 2 cents in. Before we do get into this, make sure you guys like this video.
Smash the like button.
Why am I holding this?
Smash the like button, y'all.
Yep. And make sure you subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. Also, make sure you go down in the description and follow all of our social media. Okay, so we have 5 topics, and there's just little key points that we're going to say in each topic. We're going to try not to ramble too much. We can always do a part 2 because this list goes, you know, on and on.
If y'all want more, you know what to do. Just blow up the comments, go on our social media, follow, blow up the comments. Every section, we going to get a minute. Straight like that. We going back and forth for a minute. When you hit the alarm, that's it. So we're going into topic number 1.
The first topic is honesty. So the first thing we said is don't assume, just ask. So a lot of things sometimes that happen in relationships is like you'll assume your partner's feelings, like when they feel a certain way or if they're giving off a certain type of energy. And instead of doing that and also like maybe personalizing it, because we do that, just ask them. You know what I mean? Ask them, babe, are you okay? How are you feeling? You know,
and
like,
don't assume the worst about your partner either. Like, just understand that if that's your partner, give them benefit of the doubt.
But also, sometimes it just be personal things that we think. You know how like when you dig yourself into a hole, you be overthinking.
Right. It's somebody doing right, but you thinking wrong. That's really like.
No, I'm saying like the partner that is going through it. Like he could be just literally just overthinking about something at work and you blaming yourself. Like that makes no sense. Like just ask.
Yeah, you
just
can't
ask
do that
them.
either. Just be open with communication. That leads into the next thing is space and being honest about space, right? And being able to set boundaries. Like, look, it don't matter who you are. It's alright to need a minute to just breathe. Sometimes life is hard, yo.
And don't get offended when your partner tells you that. They're being honest with you. They could easily just like insult you or not tell you like it is. Like,
because your partner might not like be when they're in that mode want to be physically touched on. Yeah. They might not even want to be in the presence of people because they might like to process things alone.
Exactly.
You gotta understand who your partner is.
I'm an only child, so he understands that sometimes that I feel like I have to walk and like breathe a little bit and then come back and gather what I'm gonna say so I don't say something stupid that I regret. You know what I mean? And he does it too because you used to do it, I remember, with your family.
Yeah, as the oldest child. So.
The next one is preference. If your partner prefers anything, you know, a certain way, like let's say they grew up a certain way, like with their household, like just you make a compromise so that you both feel comfortable.
Like for example, right? Mav may have grown up with the tradition that we never fall asleep with dishes in the sink.
Right.
I may have grown up on the tradition that after you get out the bed you make it.
Right.
Those are two different things. However, it's like Mav when she get out the bed she don't make it. That's a preference of mine. It's my job to explain that to Mav. She might not know. Cause
think about it. If you don't explain it, now you're getting mad, and they're like, why are you so mad for? Now it's a lot of tension.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly. And you're arguing for no reason.
If you want to keep it G real, we don't argue. We have discussions.
But that's the thing. People argue. Yeah. What you'll do is you'll insult, like you'll both try to belittle each other. To hurt each other. Like when it'll look like we're arguing because we just both have them faces on, but it's a discussion. We seeking growth out of that conversation. It's not to hurt you. I'm looking at something that you lack, and you looking at something I do. And I'm not gonna lie, there might be little moments that we might like.
It heat up. Yeah, it's never really calm, but
But we always handle it the same,
right.
You know, like within the same 30 minutes.
Right.
Like,
we don't go to bed with it.
Exactly. All right. So the second thing that we're going to talk about topic is trauma. We getting deep.
We jumping
right into.
But so the first thing on that list, everyone has it and everyone is figuring it out.
No one has this thing called life figured out, y'all. We all going through it. There's so many things that we are rediscovering about ourselves because when you are with your partner, they can see things that you don't see in yourself. Damn, the thing is about to die. So the thing with trauma, like we said, everyone has it, and usually it comes from what you are surrounded by. You know, you could have grown up somewhere that was dangerous, so now you have this fear that something is going to happen to you. I could have grown up with an abusive person in my life. Now I abuse you in a way. You know what I'm saying? So those things are very important, and I feel like that right there, if you understand that about your partner and you help them through that, if you be patient with them and allow them to recognize those things, because no one changes in one day, y'all. Like, right. Yeah, so we need to recognize those things, and you be patient with them, you work with them. The love gets stronger.
Like, you don't look at it and you bash them, because the thing is, look, and we've had this discussion, like, just because it's not something physical don't mean it don't hurt. You constantly picking at a person, how long they supposed to deal with that before they pick at you?
Or just leave.
Like, or right, like, or ultimately just get tired of it. Like, I'm supposed to sit and listen to you pick at me?
Right. Like if it's not a normality for your partner to recognize their feelings, because all their lives, let's say men are told, oh, like, you shouldn't feel things, like you're a man, like, you know, get up, whatever, right, be strong, right? So because you have that, now it's a little harder for you to open up to your partner, but she should be able to be patient and work with you to that. You know what I mean?
Understanding that.
The love, bro, the love gets stronger because you guys literally grow.
So that leads into the next topic.
Growth.
So the first thing on growth.
Don't look at your partner through yesterday. Like, if there was something that maybe that person had a habit of doing, don't be like, oh, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? Because now they're getting frustrated and it's not giving them any room to change.
And you're not changing or growing either, because all you're doing is building a file cabinet of reasons why you're trying to exit the relationship. And
y'all should be growing every single day. Like, for example, we got together when we were 16, 17 years old. Yeah. If we are the same people after 8 years, come on, like, y'all should not be together. If you're not growing in no type of way, and like, and I'm not just talking about financials, I'm talking about like mentally, and also figuring things out about yourself and understanding what relationship is. What the hell y'all doing?
Being willing to learn and grow, like we talked about. Next thing is financial value, right? Because one of you makes more money than the other, that should not make you feel less important to the relationship. It's a team effort. If person A is making 50,000, person B is making 100, you shouldn't look at it as, oh, as person A makes less. You should look at it as a unit, they make 150 a year.
Exactly. And because of that, you should never feel insulted, because if you are a team, either way, you both are picking up each other's, like, not slack, but like whatever the other one's not doing. Like, for example, if I know you're working late, why not come home and make something to eat? You're working late. Like, why is that? I'm not submitting. I'm just that's my teammate. Right. I'm here supporting him.
And the little things, like, look, men, we piss and it splashes. I understand this. It pisses us off, and I get it. I get pissed too. However, I understand that I do that, but at the same time, I also understand that I get on my hands and knees and clean the toilet. You get what I'm saying? If you're gonna have your habits and your lady complain, at least comply enough to be alright. You know, let me fix this, because that's the same thing as having that financial value. We're equal partners here. We don't look at it like, all right, that's your job to clean it. I just messed the toilet up. You clean it.
Right, because, you know, the house is our...
It's our home.
Yeah, it's our home, so we should both be contributing. Next one is... This one is a big thing. This is what we see on social media all the time, and is being with a person because they come with something or provide something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a continuous pattern. Usually what you will see is that women, you know, they'll demand these things like, oh, a man should look like this, have this, should be this tall, should make this much money.
It's the same thing with men.
And yeah, right. And men will do it too.
A woman gotta look like this, smell like this, cook like that, have this credit, drive this car, have this aura.
Yeah, and it's very unrealistic because, like we said before, everyone has what? Trauma. Everyone has things that they haven't figured out, and
that comes with expectations. Like, you put limitations on it before you go into it.
It's like you end the relationship before even starting it.
That's
like,
a fact.
Makes no sense.
You can't limit another grown person, bro. Like, y'all both grown. How you gonna put a limit on? It's like, it's one thing to look at something and express it like, all right, I want to look at this a little further because I don't understand. Well, you can't tell a person, oh yeah, you just have to stop doing this because you're with me. That doesn't make any sense.
Like I said, it sounds almost like it's a business proposal. Like, oh, if I do this for you, you have to do this for me. It's not genuine at all. It just seems like it's a very forced situation. Like, what is that? I don't know. It sounds so weird to me why we do that to each other and put each other in a box. Like, you know. I
mean, and the thing is, I feel like it goes back to it's a competition thing. Like, are you with your partner because you want to hear them out and grow with them, or because you want to feel like you just have somebody to fall back on?
Right, or like just mooching off of somebody.
Right,
like,
because if you're trying to grow with somebody, like, how do you pick somebody apart that you're trying to grow with? But at least to the next thing, which is pointing your partner out, the ability to do that without being hurt.
Exactly.
Or just like without bringing any thought to it, like from your past, is really looking at something, right? You should be able to point it out without being butthurt about it.
You just gotta hold your partner accountable. Like, if you see them stressing over the little things, like, and you see that it's destroying their lifestyle, or you see that, like, if they keep going like this for however many years, like, it's gonna damage, even their body, because we know that what stress causes.
Yeah.
So if you see that, instead of just like, oh, that's just how she is, or that's just how he is, show them. You know what I mean?
Point that out to them. So now their mindset is different. They process things differently because of, oh yeah, this person did tell me that.
I see a lot of women sometimes, I don't know what y'all be having in your head, like, you're Miss Perfect. If you're witnessing something with them, what makes you think that they can't witness back? Just as much as you're seeing things, so are they.
And be open to accept it, right? And look at it with an open mind. Like, don't look at it as someone picking at you. It's being open enough to understand, like, all right, she's telling me this because she cares about me. We're going to go into this thing and have kids one day. Bro, you got to understand. It's like, oh, yeah, all right, you got to clean the toilet because one day we may have a daughter.
You got to put the toilet seat down, too, because she might fall in the damn
thing. Exactly. So it's like, it's little things that you have to grow to understand. Like,
and it's not to make them a better person for you. It's to make them a better person for themselves. And
on that note,
be better together. Like we say, the phrase. Make sure you guys like this video.
Smash the like button. All right? Hit that subscription.
Notification bell.
Hit that bing.
And also make sure you follow all of our social media down below. We appreciate you guys for watching. If you want to see part 2, because there's a lot more to talk about, comment down below.
And with that said, y'all know the vibes. We good alone,
but better together, baby. Come and vibe with me.